Right-click on the destination to control its movement. In this mission, you will...
So, I was apparently not streaming when I clicked stream, so we're just going to start a new game again. Same seed, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Number of stars at the lowest, resources at 3 times. Apparently so, or it's just my phone app didn't work properly. So, to explain, I'm doing this with no camera because I'm sat in the dark.
Universe. You may find it's different from our homeland. Should you be able to adapt to the laws of physics in a short time, I am your advisor and will help you through this mission.
I'm going to interrupt the advisor guy. So it's going to slow down to give us a big picture of the sun. So it turned itself off after I started. Right, okay. That's weird. I mean, quite small.
Here is yours. As one of
So we're going to land on Nashira 3 as our starting planet, I'm guessing.
You will explore this cluster step by step. By using the
I
resources
don't actually know whether we're going to be able to get resources from the gas giant right next to us, Nashira 2. We're on a moon of Nashira 2.
I have chosen a designated planet.
Nashira 1 is our closest other planet. I don't know what type of planet it is, but it looks like it's red rock.
Now please drive the space capsule to the planet.
It will drive it automatically. I don't have any... Oh, I can actually. Can we go smash into Nashira 2? Would it have resources if I went to Nashira 2 instead? I kind of want to know. I'm interested to see what happens if you veto their starting planet and go to a different one. This will be the first time I've done this, so... Ah, right, okay. It won't let me go any closer than that, unfortunately. They force it through. Wow, that's...
Now you are about to reach the designated planet.
That's not a funny story at all. That sounds like a... Lucky I didn't get a harassment lawsuit. So, apparently there's been a graphical overhaul since the start of this year. I'm not really noticing any difference, but it could be I don't have the graphic settings on to see it. All seems normal. Yeah, that all seems fine.
This is Icarus, a lightweight industrial mecha with powerful functionality. You can use the arrow keys or right-click on the destination to control its movement. In this mission, you will manipulate Icarus to travel beyond the stars and create miracles.
Okay, so we need to get some iron and some copper.
The space capsule. Right-click on it to recycle.
I remember how to actually harvest. Okay. We'll right-click this first. I think this gives us batteries, which we use to power the thing.
You can use the same operation to collect resources.
I don't think so.
Such as trees, gravel, etc.
Not that I'm aware of.
In the meantime, hold down Shift and right-click to give a series of commands. You receive several items after recycling the space capsule. Click the inventory button in the lower right corner of the screen to open the cabin to view them.
Right, then we go to research. Yeah, it's being done. Gives us power, mining, and transmission towers.
You can hold down mouse middle button drag to rotate the angle of view.
So the early game research all uses stuff from your inventory, and then as you get further down the trajectory, it starts using actual matrices which you produce in research labs.
Pick it up from the inventory.
So,
or select it
the
on
end
gather
goal
of construction menu to build it.
is the universe matrices, which come from a particle collider, I think. Yeah. Right, so we now have power options and mining options. I'm guessing I don't have the resources for it yet, but... power.
One of your production facilities is not powered. You need to keep it within the power coverage area and supply it with power facilities.
So we've actually been given some starting items. We got given a wind turbine, a Tesla tower, and a thing.
You can click the replicator button at the bottom right of the screen to open the panel and manually replicate these items.
So more iron here.
Wind turbine.
Copper's there.
You have established your first power grid. Not all power facilities has its power supply area. Use the Tesla tower to extend the area of the power grid.
It'll use whatever resources I've got available. Yeah, I'm not aware of there being any enemies or anything yet. This is producing 300 kilowatts and I'm using 31. So quite a lot of this is working out the best place to place your miners to get maximum coverage of crystals. Like this one crystal here is kind of a pain to get hold of. Oh, so it'll come in the next few months then. Okay, we're gonna need some replicator.
You have
Tesla
done
tower.
building your first power transmission facility, Tesla Tower. It can carry out short-distance wireless power transmission and expand the power supply
there we go, yeah.
of the power grid. Click
So,
on
those are hydrogen fuel rods, which we use to power our machine. I'm actually just going to stick them in now. I'll definitely forget they're there if I don't. Right, so now both producing resources. How are you not connected? You're in the thing. Let's have a look at the tech tree. What's next? Automatic smelting, probably. Or belts. Assembly machines. Fluids we're nowhere near yet. They're not vital right now. Research is kind of less important. We're going to go for metallurgy and logistics. We need 10 gears, 10 cores, and 20 circuits. And gears. 10 cores. And 20 circuits. And that will manually research everything as they start crafting. I mean, what alert would you like? I don't have any particular alerts because I don't have any. If you want a sound alert, then I'm happy to. I just need some sounds to put on. I kind of want that Alan laugh, but I think that might get everything demonetized every time I try and use it. I probably do. Why? How many channel points have you got? It's because I do it to YouTube as well, and YouTube has very fast demonetization of stuff. Okay, we need some more wind turbines. Probably 5. You both have 100k. How do you know? Did I get the number of things wrong? Must have done. Oh, it must have used some for crafting something else. Yeah, that's true. Well, then I guess my managers need to come up with some ideas of what to do for spending channel points. I just quickly go to Twitch. There you go, got one for you now.
You have received the sorter and the conveyor belt, which can achieve full automation now. Use the conveyor belt to transport the piled up ores from the mining machine, and the sorter can deliver the ores from the conveyor belt to the smelter for automatic smelting.
So I guess I don't need this Tesla tower then. But yeah, if you actually think of any sort of things like that, I'm happy to stick them in. Okay, so we're gonna belt copper. Over here. And we'll belt iron next to it. We need to make a lot more belts. Yeah, this other crafting, that's fine. Oh god, my core energy, I need more fuel. I haven't found any coal yet, so I guess we're doing trees. The slowest form of energy. I'm probably gonna have to do this at some point. They use power, so do they. That's again 10 cores, 20 circuits, and 10 thingies. Are there any sounds you'd like me to set up? I'm happy to. I've kind of got some in mind from like one from Yu-Gi-Oh, maybe a couple from Yu-Gi-Oh, a couple from Payday 2, Dark Souls You Have Died, maybe. Just needs to... the Payday 2 one, I kind of want one of them to be a donation thing, but I haven't set up donations because I'm, you know, really sort of... I want my content to be worth donating for before I actually do it. But I want it to be, if you donate $7, it has Bane from Payday 2 complaining about the fact it costs $7. It's been something I've had in mind since I got monetized. I just never had the confidence to set up. Plus, yeah, I can't find the clip anywhere as an actual sound file. Yeah, he says, $7. We were hardly here. Which I think it's funny. Maybe funny to me isn't what I should be going for. I should be going for stuff that viewers might like. What do you mean? What did I go and say again? The thing is, I don't consider it pandering so much as just something. It's definitely silly. I need stone for smelting, okay. I've got one more smelter. Need more copper and iron. Ah, damn it. All these belts are facing the wrong way. Is there a fast way to change belt direction? No. Okay, I need to delete all these then. Go down one. Yeah, down one. And this way. Melting starts. I can't remember how much gap I need to leave.
You built a smelter, which can smelt basic materials, such as iron ingots and copper ingots automatically. While you want to make the raw materials and products get in and out of it autonomously, you need to use sorters and conveyor belts.
Definitely need to get better power source for this eventually. It is a thing that happens as you get on. I think there's actually a research to get more of these little flying drones at some point as well.
You can now click the planet thumbnail button in the lower left corner of the screen, or press the M key to try the planet view mode.
You're making iron ingots.
You have a
Copper
building
ingots.
without recipe set. Please set the recipe you want. After selecting the recipe, you can use the less than
I
key
need
to
more
copy the
smelters.
recipe, and the greater than key to paste the next building
I actually
that
need
needs to set the
3
same
more.
recipe.
Because I
After
need
selecting the
another one
recipe,
for iron
you can use the less
plates,
than
and then I
key
need
to
some
copy the
for
recipe, and the greater than key
the
to paste
iron
next building that
magnetic
needs to set the
cores.
same recipe.
Okay, I can probably delete those 2 belts. I'm gonna need at least 1 more of these. What do matrices need? They need circuit boards, which is 2 iron and 1 copper, and they need 1 of these, which is 2 of these and 1 copper. Should I separate these on either side of the belt? I feel like I should. Yeah, actually, There we go. Get in there. You're making these. Same to you, and you're making another load of plates. That should save me a lot of crafting time having these, and I can start belting them in a minute. Need more fuel. Did I get those wireless? No, I need to get research first. I'm not sure I'm happy with this placement, actually, thinking about it. I mean, it'll probably be fine, it's just trying to work out how exactly to run it. So I'm going to need a load of these. Probably maximum 10. I need 70 machines. I have currently on me 1. I'm going to need loads. We need to get a load more iron plates and things. I should probably actually start thinking about how many of these a belt. But if either of my managers happen to stumble across sound files for "You Have Died" on Dark Souls, the Payday 2, we have $7, we were barely here. The Yu-Gi-Oh! Kalin laugh, that's a good one I need to get. I don't actually know how to set up sound stuff on YouTube, on Twitch, so I'm gonna have to have a look at it. Because I quite like to get it to show the clip of Kalin laughing when you redeem the channel points, but I don't know if that should be like a donation thing instead, because it's a video clip on the screen. Maybe channel points is too. I don't really know what people offer to for channel points, really. Right, so let's see. A belt will transport 6 items per second. Good to know. No, it's fine. I'm not going to set it up right now. Something for tomorrow before or after Yu-Gi-Oh, depending on whether I get it done or not. I think the new routing I've got is a lot weaker in the mid-game compared to my old deck. Because my old deck, I found Chapter 2 and Chapter 3 a lot easier for Yu-Gi-Oh! But it seems to have been a fair bit harder recently. I'm not quite sure why. That's the point. I should check how many of you make per second. 40 something per minute is less than 1 per second, isn't it? Does it actually have a crafting time for the recipe? So it should be making 1 per second, which is 60 per minute. So it should take 6 of them to fill a full conveyor belt of a material with current tech. That's 4, 4, 4. Oh, what's the key to pick stuff up? It's Control, not E. I need more stone. That's what I'm missing. Stone over here. What's this? Stone mine. There's loads of iron around. Okay, so I need 6 for making stone brick, and I need 12 for making glass to get 1 full belt of stuff at this speed of belt. Probably not going to enable them all yet, because I don't think I've got the power for them all, but... Okay, where am I going to actually go with the belts? Are we straight this way? Need to craft a little more belts. I need more power. God, the power requirements are insane. They actually aren't. It's just because I don't have wireless powers transmitters yet. It just feels insane. Look at my stats. Production is fine. I can do the entire star cluster, how much stuff is being produced. Power. I'm generating 1.8 megawatts. I'm using about 1.2. I'm definitely going to need more power. Yeah, I'm going to need space on this side for thingy. So let's go. Okay, let's eat these. Oh, one more of you actually. I probably will need more, but one more for now at least. More power, because I'm going to need it. I think I'm actually probably going to run windmills down this path for now. The belt is going to come up there, so I need matrix lab there.
Matrix Lab. You can use it to make super matrices, or research technologies that require them to unlock. The super matrices are the source code of the center brain for maintaining the homeworld. You can upload as many super matrices to the center brain as possible. You can be benefit to unlock more actual world technologies by operating the homeworld simultaneously.
Right, so producing electromagnetic coils needs one circuit and one core. I don't have cores on the belt yet, do I? Okay, how do I get cores on this belt? Okay, what's the button for height up? Definitely a button for height up arrow. Oh, I probably should have left a gap in the middle of this, or I need to do a different design. Ow. Okay, fine. We'll go around, I guess. Not exactly neat, but I'll live with it. Why are you constantly trying to turn when this tree is in the way, isn't it? Yeah, mind the tree, please. Okay, there we go. Hopefully these reach. But we're going to have 2 of you producing these. These 2. And you 2 are then producing circuits. Circuits are fine, but I'm just a bit too far, damn it. Okay, let's... Yeah, because it's basically just like having long candles inserters in Factorio. A lot more energy. I'm definitely gonna have to build some wireless things first. Basically, the wireless power things power my mech if I'm within range, so they're really useful for situations like this where I'm just kind of draining plant life to win right now and to live right now, and it's kind of not what I'm trying to do. Eventually I get better fuel, it's just the early game fuel situation is really kind of annoying. One place the power thing down, please. There's a lot more customization than I remember. But it has been a while, to be fair, so that's probably my issue rather than... Come on, hurry up and play stuff so I can actually do things. Come on, build both these, or I'll get more power. A lot more. Alright, let's shift. You try and press control for some reason. I'm not sure which game control is for queuing up stuff, but it's definitely not this one. Right, so you need... What is the recipe? It's 2 of those and 1 of these. And for you, it's 2 iron and 1 copper. So yeah, the automation is very sort of similar to Factorio, but you use these little lifts instead of inserters. And it kind of has a sort of... I don't really want to call it a delaying mechanic, but that's kind of what I feel like it is. Where it's... You have artificial delays in the game in order to keep your suit powered early on. It's like this mechanic isn't adding anything to the game, it's just slowing everything down while I have to go mine plants for a bit. Okay, and you need, is it 1 of each? 1 of each. Perfect. I need more of these. Oh, I haven't got these out on my belt yet either. I need at least... I mean, that might just be me and my opinion. Like, perhaps for other people it doesn't feel like a delaying mechanic. It feels like sort of more depth, but... Okay, I remember if this will allow me to... No, you're crafting it as well, so I need to dismantle just the top one. I need to stick this there. Yeah, one kind of Yeah, I suppose that is true. One kind of interesting thing about this game, which I quite like, is that you can stack some buildings on top of each other, and they kind of inherit materials and stuff from below. So, like, I can stick more matrix slabs on top of this one, and it will produce them faster, as long as it can keep up supply at the bottom. Right, so you are going to be... Probably not actually connect these yet until I'm ready to power them, because my power production right now is using 1 megawatt, producing 3. I've got 12 smelters not producing anything yet, and they're using 12 times 12 is 144, but I can just barely support it actually, so I might just do that. Where's copy and paste? There we go, copy. Doesn't seem to have a paste option. Yeah, I think we get better belts, and it's not super far away, but it's not that close either at the minute. Okay, I wanted plasma control. Yes, it lets me produce plasma exciters for crude oil stuff. But the most important thing is this wireless power tower. As long as I'm within range of one, it drains power from my network rather than from my fuel storage. Like magnetic drive. It looks like a free tech stuff. Yeah, so I'm guessing power stuff comes from that. Plasma refining. Ah, right, so that's oil technologies. We are going to need that, but we're fine for right now. Thermal power plants for coal. So if we find a coal vein, which there would be some around somewhere, this would be a good one to research. The melting purification. Ah, I want this just purely for fueling my mech, kind of. It's probably not worth getting it right now, but it will be soon. Semiconductor components, processors, proliferator. I don't know. I think that's stuff for later. It's fractionating for fusion power. But eventually I'll need that, but I need red and yellow things first. Solar power could be good. What's it need? Solar power needs circuits, copper, and what's that material? That's silicon, isn't it? Which was in smelting? Yes. But that, and then solar power. Then we can start getting more power when we're in daylight. "41 minutes to get my first thingy." That's not great. Okay, to make these I need prisms. To make prisms I need glass, so I need stone. I'm sure I worked out the ratios for a full belt of glass and thingy before, didn't I? I want 4 of these, really. Need glass for that, so let's go grab some stone and make some glass. So manually mining stone just for right now. So what do you think, Winry? It's kind of like Factorio, but has a sort of space endgame rather than a enemy endgame. Oh. So that makes 20 per minute. So I'm using 20 of these per minute. You're producing how many per minute? Well, none right now, but 40 per minute it looks like. 1 second craft for that. I think I actually need another 3 of these. I think it's 9 and not 6, because it's 1.5 seconds per craft rather than 1 for iron plates. Double check that. 1.5 seconds. Iron plates is 1. I'm also going to have to upgrade this belt with more iron at the point as well. So this is now producing 3 in 1.5 seconds, so that's 0.5 seconds each, and this is producing 2 in 1 second, which is 0.5 each. That's correct. So these are kind of future-proofing, because later I will get more stuff being produced. I probably actually want to take these 2 off and use them for another line next to it. That makes sense, right? I seem to be reducing enough. Just not getting it into these machines fast enough. The music's quite nice as well. I quite like the music for this. Right, so we're looking for coal.
In the planet view mode, you can hold down the middle mouse button drag, rotate the angle of view, and hold down the right mouse button, drag to roll the angle of view. Press N key to point to the front to the North Pole. In the planet view mode, slide the mouse wheel to enter the star map
We've got so much iron and that coal, there's coal down there. Silicon comes from silicon ore. It comes from silicon veins, but I can also get it on by making stone into silicon. We got crude oil there. Useful. I'm gonna need a load more miners. Let's see how many I can craft. It's 6 for now. Just realised that I think there's one vein that's never mined. Yeah, this one down here. These miners actually produce way more than my little piddly belts can use right now, which is why I'm kind of getting loads of belts for coal ore, because they're going to go into power plants once I get the technology, which is researching up here. I'm also going to need some steel and stuff. So I've got 5 belts, and we should be fine for power once I got enough. I don't think I've actually got splitters or anything, have I? Have I not gone for... I haven't gone for thingy smelting, have I? Oops, I definitely should be. Thermal power. Right, stick some coal. Coal's a lot more fuel efficient than wood is, fortunately. Part of the problem of using non-renewable stuff is that it is going to run out eventually. I need to sort of plan ahead for when that happens. Way too much copper ingots. Way too many. Way too much is really bad English. But we don't have silicon yet, so we need to find some of that.
The data shows this is a planet without natural silicone veins. However, you can still obtain some by smelting stone ore. While you still need a massive silicone collection, you need to find a planet rich with silicone veins as soon as possible.
Right, so we haven't got silicon available. That's what it's saying, which is fine. Now that I know that, we'll set up a big stone smeltery. I'm actually not going to place solar panels because I've got one, so I'll stick that down. So get thermal power plants. Oh, that is connected. This doesn't produce enough power for the miners. I actually didn't realise that this belt wasn't connected.
thermal power station. Such power facilities need to consume chemical energy fuels. If you wanted to generate continuous and stable power, you need to ensure a sufficient fuel supply at all times.
Come on, drones. I use so much coal already. Okay, we're gonna get all these coal veins mining. Sending coal back if I can. How much power does one of you use? Okay, so one piece of coal provides 2.7 megajoules, and this is 2.16 megawatts. There's one piece of coal per second is more than enough, I think. I guess fluid storage, because we got crude oil coming up. Ah, splitters and stuff. They're useful. Steel will be useful, even though I'm not up to it yet. Environment modification. Ah, foundations, right. That kind of allows me to bulldoze the ocean. I'm not sure whether or not that's going to be happening that much. Get some more iron, make some more belts. Only iron. Ew. What if it's the stone, actually? No, maybe not. Yeah, I think it's the stone for more glass. Gonna mine some stone quickly. I need a lot more power generation as well. What? You're gonna blow up the galaxy because you lost our scientists? I mean, maybe I'm just bad, but I lose so many scientists when we play. Like, it's not even funny how many scientists have died in the course of the campaigns that you've put me in. That's like that "so anyway I started blasting" meme. So yeah, one of my scientists died. So anyway, I started blasting. The Nemesis perk is the Become the Crisis, isn't it? Or is that something else? I didn't actually know it was called Nemesis, to be honest. I need to think about what I'm going to get after these. Semiconductor materials, maybe? I think oil refinery and oil extraction is probably worth getting. Yeah, because we can make sulfuric acid from materials, make plastics. Still don't know what proliferation is, so we'll leave that for now. Crystal smelting is way out my reach. Yeah, I'm looking for something that allows me to build red science. I don't know where that is. They're not here, not there. Not crystal smelting, because it needs red science. Proliferation. Try and make red science. There it is. We need plasma extraction and then we can get energy matrix. Excuse me, sorry. Ugh. How do I balance these 5 belts? I'm guessing it's that scientists have experimental sensors. I want one more of those as well. Any more iron plates? We'll go grab some. I mean, it definitely does make more sense, but I can sort of see the logic a bit. Because we didn't send military stuff into space the first time. I mean, we did in some respects, but like we mostly sent science people. This is original vision, like a love not war type thing, or is the OG director not involved in the game anymore? Ah, that would be annoying, but again, I do kind of get it, because you're kind of doing experimental science stuff. That's not in the right place. I definitely find that annoying from a game mechanics perspective, but I do get why, sort of. I mean, how can you play optimally if... I suppose you can sort of play optimally, but... Like, what did they expect you to do? Just never research scientists. I want one more of you. I'm going to need more things as well. Yes, I know I've got better ones now, but we're using the old ones still. Ah, so... I kind of feel like I was told by Bounty, maybe, that I should be doing that anyway. Admittedly, it was probably a while. Oh no, not litter. I pick up litter. I pick up this litter. There we go. Oh geez, that was definitely not litter. It assumed that my power plant was litter. Power, like, power is now producing 12. Yeah, we're good. God, I'm gonna pronounce this wrong. Nemameme. I'm not sure that's really the case, to be honest, Nemameme. It's a huge generalization, and it's probably not even correct. Okay, we got more solid research stuff, didn't we? Yeah. That's probably because zombies sold, actually, rather than because someone with Asperger's decided that zombie games were cool. If you don't like zombie games, don't buy zombie games. It's really simple. And then they'll stop making them real fast. As long as everyone, you know, agrees with your point of view. I mean, I'm fairly confident I'm not on the spectrum, and I really like zombie games as well. Some of them. Nazi Zombie Army and the 5 games in that series now. I really still like that game. I was a fan of the original Nazi zombies on Call of Duty. I just haven't played a Call of Duty game since they... What was the last Call of Duty game I played? Yeah, but you haven't actually provided an example that's made your point. That's the point. All you've said is... It's not politically incorrect for saying it. It's that you've just asserted that there's 10,000 zombie games because only people with Asperger's make zombie games, which is almost definitely not true. You haven't provided an example of that. Yes, you've made a straw man argument by saying that all zombie games are produced by people with Asperger's. Yeah, and your point was, as you've said before, they need to stop hiring people with Asperger's for leadership roles, or we'll keep getting zombie games. This morning, this is... I recycled something with silicon somewhere. What the... Where's the litter? Oh, there we go. We got a little bit of silicon off from somewhere. Okay, we're gonna mine some stone and we'll start. We've got 4 things we need. I need to make more. I have more in my inventory, but apparently not.
Splitter with 4 directions. It can split the passing cargo or balance the cargo on multiple conveyor belts. The splitting speed depends on the conveyor belt speed. Use the tab key to switch between different styles, and click it to set priorities and filters.
Yeah, I'm probably just going to end up using these like the splitters from Satisfactory. Okay, let's see what we need for stone related stuff. Items, so we need stone plates, stone brick, glass, silicon ore, and then that silicon ore needs to be smelted into high purity silicon. How many is this per minute? It's... I'm sure it said when I put the miners down. 150, 180, 150. Okay, we need to go get some more iron. I need to start having machines producing smelters, assembly machines, power plants and things. Let's see. 1 per second, 2 per second. No, 1 per second, 1 per second. 1.5 per second. That's 10 per second. 10. Oh, I need a lot of... I think I need like 10 silicon ore smelteries. Nah, I think he was just trying to troll because his points weren't exactly convincing, were they? Okay, I'm guessing that Misha now hates this game. The fact that the grid shifts as you go around the planet. Well, the planet's not square. You have, like, I can build anywhere on this whole planet. I'm guessing this line here is the equator, where I've started building stuff. Yeah, I'm guessing this line is the equator. And the grids are different sizes because we're... Oh, no, actually, it's probably close to the equator. They're closer together or something. And there'll be another one of these further that way. Don't worry about it, Winry. There's no point sort of focusing on his pointless opinions. If he had anything useful to say, he'd have said it already. I've done this wrong, haven't I? I don't want this. I need a lot of different materials. I've actually never once sat an IQ test. I think you have to pay for them, don't you? Okay, let's have a look at the recipes again. Stone plates was 1-to-1. Glass was 2-to-1. I want probably stone plates on one and glass on the other, so stone plates on these three. Yeah, he was probably just trying to get a rise out of you, so I wouldn't worry about him, Winry. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only one more. I mean, it kind of seems like a weird thing for him to come along and say. I guess he assumed that I was Asperger's because I'm playing this game or something. Because I can't see why. Or he was just going to any random stream to try and get a rise out of whoever's on stream. Yes, maybe I'll be on live stream fails for banning him for his pointless opinion. Or attempted to be on live stream fails, I mean. Oh, of course they are. As someone who runs a D&D club for kids, let me assure you, kids are nasty. People are nasty. Like, I have to deal with bullying in the club now. Fun evil. So, 12 of them working together to fight Santa. One of them decides to use his turn to attack another player instead. Why? Who knows? Yeah, of course it's lame. Possibly, because I didn't turn it on. I clicked it once and then I got confused. Ooh, free power!
You built a wireless power tower, which is suitable with long-distance power transmission caused by its longer connection distance. What's exciting is that it can also charge mecha.
Are you still using this? It's supposed to be using power from the grid. Have a look at the armor customization stuff. Wow. No, let's reset to default. I could be Gundam 01 apparently. What's this one? Wing Zero. I mean, I'm definitely gonna be Gundam 01. I mean, come on. Oh, I need 982 of those and 1,500... 15,000. No, unfortunately, the kid he did it to kind of gets on everyone's nerves, and I don't know why. Like, so, someone else suggested that he did it, so now I need to sort of deal with this whole situation when I go back on Thursday next week. As you said, kids are dicks to each other. God, you're way too into your velvet. The fact that everything she was wearing in the picture she sent me was velvet. It's just nice, nothing wrong with that. So, you saying you wear velvet, Misha? You're a bunch of velvet girls. I need to buy you a velvet mod uniform. Both of you. I don't know if they make cheerleader outfits in velvet, to be honest, so... Green velveteers. Yeah, most of my clothes are cotton. Apparently that's the equivalent of tempered nettles. All day, every day. So a year from now, I finally get more mods. They're all going to ask why the uniform is velvet.
Your production compound has reached a certain scale. Now, click the Statistics panel button at the bottom right corner of the screen to view statistics. It includes the output consumption of each item, electricity data, etc. Use these dynamic data can help you to manage your production base.
I mean, you're my mods. I need to give you sort of matching outfits so that I can tell you apart when we're at like TwitchCon or something in 30 years' time when I'm popular. Otherwise, how am I going to spot you in a crowd? I mean, come on, Misha. Think sensible. We need a lot more iron ore coming in. I mean, alive in 30 years, I would hope so. Streaming, maybe. If I'm still enjoying it in 30 years, then sure. If I'm not enjoying it, then no. I enjoy it now, yeah. I have to block out your voices sometimes, but the rest of the time it's fine. That was a joke. Yeah, I enjoy it, or I wouldn't do it. I mean, you make really mild decisions if that's the case, Misha. Like, light devils. Caffeine-free, maybe? Caffeine-free devils? But if you didn't notice, I had... That's a lot of espresso. Although you spelt it wrong. Espresso is not coffee. Is that some type of energy drink I've never heard of? Oh yeah, I only drink espresso. It's the new sort of Red Bull alternative. I mean, sure, give it a try. I don't think your foot will reach me all the way over here, but by all means, give it a go. I'll be impressed. I don't know what the speed of this was. 6 per second. Okay. So, not enough of what I need. How am I being mean to you? You both literally just said that you were the devils on my shoulder making fun of me, and you torment me constantly, and I'm the one being mean? Come on. Be realistic. Here I am, streaming this game that you asked me to stream. Right, actually get this to go all the way here, shouldn't I? Reality is what you want it to be. Did you see the new channel point redeems? Okay, give me one sec. Pause. I mean, I can set open this in a separate window and just always have it open, I guess. I mean, I will. I'll probably annoy the others, but I will do it. Let's take the volume so I can put it through the microphone as well. I mean, you two are the only ones who'll have enough channel points to actually do it, so... A Forger might, actually. He seems to lurk a lot. Mercy, he kills you and then tells you not to restart the game. There we go. Sounds right over. Back to Isosphere. Yeah, he literally... You're the phase where it gave me a pause and I could use a healing item. Once you get to there, he has a conversation with you and he's like, come on, give me a hug. Then you use Mercy and he goes, oh, thanks. And then your box with the red heart in fills with bones that you can't avoid and it kills you and he says, don't come back. And then if you go back and fight him afterwards, he comments on it because Undertale's completely meta. I feel like maybe I need to stream Undertale at some point just to show Winry what the game is like. But yeah, Sans is completely meta. Like, he is able to... Like, he can detect the fact that I can save the game. So every time you beat him, he will comment on the fact that you look like you've been beaten so many times and stuff. I found it a really engaging boss fight the first time I had it. Okay, I need to probably use some materials. Okay, they can go in and they can go in. Yeah, he's like, we detected someone traveling through time, I think. Is it Asgore or is it Azrael? Because I don't remember Asgore ever talking about the save function. But the plant that becomes Azrael Dreamer. Yeah, Act is... how do I describe Act? In a normal fight, Act gives you the option of... So you'd use actions in order to get the enemies to like you, so that when you do Mercy, it ends without killing them. That's how you get the pacifist ending. Ah, I didn't know that. I think I one-shot Asgore, so maybe I never saw it. I found Asgore quite easy, but I died to Azrael a couple of times. I actually found the... oh, what's her name? The mermaid lady to be harder than Azrael. Asgore. Oh, we got more copper there, so I guess we need to make it... where are we going to send these belts? Through this stone, I guess? We go that way. And then we can have the copper get smelted here for more copper ore. Really? I did not know that at all. God, there's so much of the game I just haven't suffered through. Like, I accidentally killed Toriel because I didn't realise that what I was doing then at that particular moment was an actual instant kill. Because she's like, oh, you need to hit me. So I thought I'd hit her. And then the hit does 6 times as much damage as every other hit you've done. But I mean, Papyrus comes back to life after you've killed him because Sans talks to him about whether he wants to go get food after you beat Sans. It's like Sans invites Papyrus to the restaurants he talked about earlier in the game. They should already be blocked because they are in the chatbot blocked words list, I thought. I'm hoping that didn't come up in chat, but... is it? I mean, to be fair, it's been a very long time since I played the game. I didn't play it when it was new. I played it like a year after the fact because nerds at school were right. Got ya. Nerds at school were talking about it, and I thought I may as well check it out, so I did. I can call them nerds because I made a nerdy quiz that none of them could beat me at. I did a nerdy Christmas quiz with like obscure game stuff that very few people got more than half marks on. I wonder if I've still got that somewhere on the school network. Might challenge you two to it one day. I wonder if there's any other sort of random, reasonably quick game challenges I could do on channel point redeems. Because I'm perfectly happy to tab out and play Bad Time Simulator or stuff like that. Like, I know it's silly, but I find it fun. But yeah, I'm sure tomorrow evening when one of you two redeems Bad Time Simulator when I'm in the middle of playing Halo co-op, that'll be funny. Yeah, don't mind me, just AFK for a few minutes so I can play this. Okay, we need to start manufacturing stuff. I have storage boxes here, I believe. Yes, so I need a few of them. Let's see, I want miners, probably all the power buildings, maybe. Yeah, I don't need solar panels because how much power does a solar panel give me? It gives me 360 kilowatts. So it's a little bit more than a wind turbine, but only works during the day. To be honest, because I'm doing all my moderation through the OBS chat, you probably actually have more options than I do for moderation stuff. That's why it's useful to have mods. It's like I can go to tab out and go to the window to do actual moderation myself if I need to, but it is faster for you lot because you're doing it directly in Twitch chat and I'm doing it through the OBS stream chat window. Oh, I tried to do something to block bots that didn't seem to work. So, you know how I've got Commander Root in my chat constantly? He provides a lot of tools for Twitch that supposedly are able to block bots. And I tried to use them, but they never actually finished blocking the 1.6 million bots that it was trying to block. I don't know on power, is that why these are slow, or is it just weird? What more robots? I'm actually not researching anything, that's really poor. Hydrogen fuel rods? No, they need red science. I still have only blue. I can make red science, but I haven't set it up yet. I would love more drones. I don't see them in the tree. I think they're actually where is it? Somewhere down here. There's something somewhere that gives you more drones. I can't remember what it is. Is it upgrades? It's upgrades, isn't it? Bloody upgrades. That's super useful. Promoted I haven't unlocked yet. I haven't made steel yet. I get +1 construction drones. It will be useful later. Not right now. I actually forgot that it was an upgrade thing. It's been a while since I played this game. Like, my furthest save file actually hasn't got that far on this game, because I kind of just went back to Factorio instead. I had 2 planets being mine when I stopped playing last, so... I'm supposed to have 3 drones. Why is it only doing 2 at once? I lost a drone somewhere. 1, 2. Where's the 3rd drone? Here, drone. Here, boy. Got 1 drone. There's 2, 3. One of them's just not doing anything. What is it doing? Who knows? Okay, my headache's actually gone now, so camera back on. You can see me in my glasses. Yeah, looking super nerdy. It might be core energy related because I'm using plant fibers and maybe they're not super good. Can I reorder the tree? I think I can, can't I? No, apparently not. I'll do these 2 first. And communication control next. I'm gonna go back to tech and we'll do chemical engineering's almost done. Can't do deuterium. Semiconductors. I don't know what proliferation's for, but it seems to be important at some point.
You have unlocked the universe exploration. Now you can click the details display button in the lower right corner of the screen to open real-time distribution.
This really hasn't helped this
veins.
description. Is it something I can spray on a machine and make it faster? And the cargoes used as raw materials for the next level of production, it can obtain the effect of extra products or production speed up. So it's basically just something I can stick on a belt that speeds up all production, I guess. I mean, it's kind of interesting. It's just strange. Vein distribution. There we go. Ah, so now we can see the whole planet, all the veins. This was the view I was looking for earlier and was confused why I couldn't see it. Because I forgot that it needed a research. 2.6 per second. 2.2 per second. 3 per second. There's a good one. Right, so oil extractors. I need these two. Stone brick, steel I need, and plasma exciters that I can make from materials on this belt. No, I need silicon. Or is it glass? I just need steel. What do I need for steel? Steel is... yeah. The 3 iron ingots make steel. Helix. I think a Pokemon battle might be a bit much for a channel point reward. Ah, can it not go up? Okay, I need to rethink this design then. So I was kind of thinking of doing raised splitters. Oh, I could do that actually. And delete the one underneath. No. Okay, so We're going to have to go further back. So that does work. These belts are too close together for a nice even thing though. Your brain's rebelling against caffeine. I mean, after drinking a whole bottle of espresso, I can definitely picture that. The crafting's 3 to 1. Take 3 seconds though. You are able to transport 1.5 per second, so one of them is more than adequate. Right, so I've got steel on the belt. I can't remember what we wanted steel for. Something. Oil? Oil. I want oil for something. I want to build one of these just to see what it actually is doing. What do I actually need to put in it? It was proliferation stuff mark 1 or something. Which is here. That's coal. I can spend coal to make my resources more efficient, apparently. Seems strange, but we'll see. I guess I need to put the materials into there. Yeah, okay. But I kind of get how it works. It's sort of like overclocking a machine in Satisfactory, but it uses coal rather than power. And I guess the higher tier ones use more advanced materials. This uses diamonds, I think that is, in the crystal smelting. Yeah. So it's coal into diamonds, and then I guess something even more extreme for the final one. Carbon nanotubes plus 2 diamonds plus... So it's 4 coal, 2 diamonds, and a carbon nanotube per spray. Which is certainly an interesting thing, but Wow, are these still not filling a belt? Why? Ore is not getting here fast enough. Okay, I need more ore. This hasn't connected yet, that's why. I apparently got bored and stopped finishing the connection. You can't place splitters directly on a belt, which is a shame. It would make things a lot faster. Splitter needs to line up with the back of this belt. Right, I've got way more iron ore coming through, so it should now fill this iron plates. Hopefully. Yeah, this is a solid belt almost. I think I need tier 2 belts sooner rather than later. Look at upgrades. I need steel. Movement speed needs motors, which I don't think I've unlocked yet. Wood, coal, granite. Graphite, not granite, sorry. The blueprints are only going to be later. Only going to be useful later. Those are useful now. This is kind of useful. Not really now. That's not going to happen for ages. Oh, those are useful to use. Consume less and build faster. I want them eventually. That's probably useful. That is definitely useful eventually. That's useful. This is useful. I haven't got motors yet, have I? Let's go back to technologies. Did I unlock motors somewhere? I don't think I did. No, not yet. Have a look at where motors are, shall we? I think it's actually down the bottom. It's these. Everything's connected now. It's just that one bit. I think I need better belts though for this to here. Because I'm producing way more iron ore than these belts can transport. Okay, I'm gonna very quickly be right back. Hey. One of these copper veins are tiny. Do I have somewhere where one miner could get all of them? Yes, here. One copper vein there is annoying me. I need a few more of these. There we go. Oh. Don't have enough belts, really. It's interesting. I can have like a traffic monitor that monitors and will like alert me if I haven't had enough power or enough of a certain material. It's probably not that useful now, where my whole base is kind of small, but when I'm operating on multiple planets, it's probably going to be really useful. I mean, maybe at least. I think it might be, but I can't say for sure. Where was that coal over? I need coal for graphite. Right? Yeah. Coal into graphite. Is that it? I need graphite and hydrogen for energy matrix 2s. I see how many coal per minute I'm using. Statistics, coal, consuming 120 per minute means each one of these is consuming 30 per minute. I think. These tables really don't line up in English, do they? I'm guessing in Japanese or Chinese, I can't remember which language this is based in, they line up a lot better. Yeah, my labs are going to have to move soon, which is why I didn't really care that I only had 4 of these and they're all boxed in. The labs are going to have to be a much bigger operation for all the different tiers of science. Right, so I need coal and crude oil. Did I make any crude oil? I did not. I need 3 of you. More steel. Let's go grab some more steel. Do I need a oil extractor though? 3 of these. Okay. Surprised they belt out, but sure, I guess. One there. One over there is the next closest one. I'm doing something silly, I'd say. Is I'm going to set up all the crude oil to come into here. Hopefully. Need more belts. I'm going to have a painter on the crude oil stuff because from what I remember from pretty much every game, the oil production never actually meets the demand of oil products by the end. I'm going to try and provide for a lot more oil than I need right now. Eventually everything will have a painter on one of these belts, but for right now, oil's the first one that's going to get one. So I feel like I need to do some sort of balancing thing here. Police call. Oh dear, I've got issues now. I guess I'm working this out live.
Rare veins scatter around different planets. They will greatly improve production efficiency, so if you find them, collect them and put them as a part of industrial production.
I do actually need water for crafting recipes later. But as much as I would love to be able to just immediately agree to your request, I cannot. Okay, I need to move this one block further. Okay, I should work this out and whether this is actually... It's definitely not balanced. How do I balance this? Okay, brain, do some work. Currently I have 20% of my income per belt. Of that, 20% goes in... 20% merged together, so this is 60%. 20, 20... That's correct. 20 and 20, and 20 goes this way. 20 and 20. So I've got 60 out here, and then 20, 20, 20. So it might actually be balanced, but only just. I suppose you did wake up late because you went to... Someone stayed up watching Pokemon all night. Although, no idea who that could be. Just a little bit further away. Have it. No, okay. Do we need a belt going into the top for me? If I was doing this in Factorio, it would be a lot easier because I at least understand the mechanics of the splitters a lot better, and it's halving each time. But because I could have halving or into thirds, it's a bit more complicated. Okay, let's follow our line. So this line merges together here, then has third this way, third this way, third this way. Then that third goes further into a third this way, third this way, third this way. So that's a third, a ninth, ninth, ninth. So this one, a third, ninth, ninth, ninth. That's 2/3, 2/3. This is one full belt, the 3. So this is one full belt here. Plus a full belt, plus a full belt. Merged together. One belt, one belt, one belt. So I think it's right. Like, without putting loads and loads of the traffic monitors on it, I don't know. Oh, these belts cannot provide the full capacity of these coal things. Yeah, later it's probably not going to work. I need to come up with an actual blueprintable belt balance design for different numbers of belts to things. Which, God, I really hoped I wasn't going to be doing in this game, but I probably am going to need to eventually. Producing crude oil products. This is only a power thing here. Let's do a... There we go, charge me robot a bit. Okay, everything else needs reds. Because the belts are definitely producing different amounts of coal, I want them to be balanced so that these are always receiving coal for power. Because this is a power line, I need them to always be producing till I get, like, you know, nuclear fusion and stuff. Win me, that is terrible. I mean that literally and not figuratively. See, you can tell it's bad when Misha doesn't comment on it and just makes that face. That's how I tell when something's gone wrong. Okay, I needed a little steel for something. Not that one, not that one. There, 120 steel. Ah, we produce circuit boards faster than we can ship them out. Good to know. How about graphite? Can I make 60 graphite? I can if I get more coal. So go grab more coal. I don't know what that is. Is that one of the L gates things? Because I know I've only ever seen 2 of them, as far as I'm aware. Oh yeah, I know that one. They're trapped in a time loop or something? Yeah, I've repaired it every time. I'm guessing that not repairing it is... Oh, I successfully repaired it every time. I seem to have got it quite a lot, to be honest. Anyone see more coal on the floor? Or more litter, I should say. I know it's come. Well, that sounds particularly horrible. So the longer you wait, the better you're off. Sorry, the faster you break it, the better you're off. From the sound of it, I just got really lucky every time. It's more than 5k, isn't it? I'm sure my tech before Citadel was higher than 5k. Or am I getting bonuses from elsewhere that I'm not? Ah, so they're just giving a Citadel with tech. Rather than... By the time you actually get Citadel, you always have higher tech anyway. Because you can't really rush to Citadel without getting the other techs first. It probably is, yeah. They're the alien race that spends their whole life thinking that their planet is the whole universe because there's a thick smog covering everything. And then something breaks through the surface as an alien spacecraft comes through the surface, and they go, well, this isn't right, this all has to go, and then they start the most brutal war ever seen. Yeah. Aren't they called the Cricket or something? Because they make a reference to the fact that humans play the sport cricket, and they're the only humans that reference the big massive war in that particular way, from what I remember. I need way more of these. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've read the book, so I'm not 100% sure on the phrasing, but... Oh yeah, I remember that. The water pumps in this game, you can put them on water or you can put them on lakes of sulfuric acid on different planets. Oh, I don't think I've had that one. I didn't know it was a thing. I mean, I'm kind of not surprised it is because they reference so much other stuff, but that one at least I hadn't heard of. I did, yeah. Well, that kind of needs to happen when the universe is dying, so maybe it is not. Ah, I think I'm finally producing enough energy where, even though it's draining, it's not draining fast. Might probably be something more like if you're losing the galaxy to the Praetorian Scourge, some optimistic person decides to open up a restaurant ready for your victory. That victory just never is happening. More conveyor belts, please. Is there anything I can get without materials? Bigger blueprints. I guess I'll research that while I'm setting stuff up. Oh, drive engines as well. Let's get them. That's that thing that last time I was streaming was Nor and something. Gorge. Nor and Gorge that were just flying around turning systems into black holes. It's because it's the most sort of easy to reference Hitchhiker's Guide thing, because it's just a drink. Like, any sort of game could have a drink in. Yeah, I was going to say it's the Pangalactic Gargle Blaster. I can't remember the description though. It's something like it feels like being slapped around the face by something.
This facility will produce multiple products. To divide them, you need to set a filter on the sorter. You can use Tab or the arrow keys on the right side of the keyboard to quickly set the filter when building the sorter.
That was it. Slice of lemon wrapped around a large gold brick. I'm guessing that link is quite a long wiki page. That sounds perfectly normal. Right, are these going to be too close together? Yeah, we're fine. Hmm.
Now, you can try to view the whole planetary system, and even the entire cluster, by clicking the Star Map button in the lower left corner of the screen.
I knew it was the cricket species. I don't know if this will work, but we'll give it a try. It does. Excellent. Where's this one the only one that's a different distance away? Ah, is it because of the... Yeah, it has worked, that's fine. I need to start automating iron plates. I need to start automating thingies. Belts, that's it. Brain, come on. I only play like 6 billion games to have belts. That's wrong. Yeah, I'm gonna have to set up automated belts. Just basically everything automated a lot. Is there? I've had a brief look, but I haven't gone through the whole thing in depth. The Zero Escape series. God, what's Zero Escape? I played it. I couldn't tell you what it is. It's kind of the nonary games. That's it. Yeah. It's a really weird game series. This seems like a good place to... More stone. Yeah, I 100% don't know the game well enough to know the reference. But I think I own every nonary game. That's the problem with owning so many games. There's just games I own that most people have never even heard of. I'm sure I've got some good ones with really random names. Yeah. Hacker Evolution. Its two sequels, Duality and Untold. I have all three of them. I'll be honest, I am still a huge fan of the what's it called? Hacknet game. Like Hacknet is so good. But you're making me belts, which needs iron and gears, and therefore you're making me gears.
You built a storage, which can be used to store cargo. You can manually store or use the sorter to automatically stock the cargo.
But you're going to be making... sorters, probably? Yeah. Means I need a machine next to you, making those circuits. The circuits are 2 iron and 1 copper. Ah, you're not producing power, okay. So, as a sort of first look for the stream at Dyson Sphere program, I think I've streamed it before, but Winry asked to see it. I think here is probably a good place to stop for the evening. I have been streaming for about 3 hours now, and I started it with a headache, so hopefully you both enjoyed. If you both come up with any other sort of channel point rewards, I'm more than happy to include them if I think they're suitable, and I'll try and get some of the audio files together for those ones that I came up with earlier, the Payday, Yu-Gi-Oh sort of ones. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a nice evening, and I'll probably, if I'm up for it, be streaming Yu-Gi-Oh tomorrow morning, then Stellaris depending on what time Misha wants to start it, and then probably something co-op tomorrow night. So thank you very much for watching, and have a nice evening. Have a nice rest of your evening, everyone.